Dangerfield is on the line as well.
Hi, Mrs. May. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm wonderful. How are you today?
I'm just great, and we're just so glad that you're on.
Well, this is a joy and a blessing, and I am extending much gratitude and thanksgiving to God for this opportunity. So, thank you so much.
Yes, yes. So we'll get started as soon as Deborah lets us know.
You can
Okay.
start.
In celebration of Maple Park United Methodist Church's 58th anniversary, I'm interviewing Mrs. Phyllis May in Columbia, Maryland. Mrs. May is the First Lady of Maple Park United Methodist Church. Hi, Mrs. May. This is Cynthia.
Hi. Glad to speak with you again.
Yes,
Thank
how
you
are
for the
you?
opportunity. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Beautiful, beautiful. I have a few questions to ask you, so let's get started. What was it like
Okay.
being a part of building a new church in a new development called Maple Park?
It was an awesome, awesome experience. You know, Felton and I were married the week before we came to. It was really a joy for us to begin this new ministry in that area. Uh, our first opportunity there was to knock on doors, hopeful that people would answer the door and be willing to talk to us about a possible church start in Maple Park related to the Methodist Church. So that's how we got started. We knocked on doors every day and spoke with people about starting a church in that area.
Oh, that's wonderful. What were your responsibilities as our First Lady?
Well, I guess I really feel my responsibilities were twofold. One was to love, and the other was to serve. And because I was in the field of Christian education as my vocation, this became a special opportunity for me to be able to develop a Christian education program that would fit the needs and involve people in community, both children, youth, and adults.
Wonderful. What are your most enjoyable memories?
Oh my, there are so many. I I think the most enjoyable one was being able to start from the ground up to build a church, to
Yes,
be able
yes.
to discover the needs that were there and to discover the gifts and graces that the people in the Maple Park area had to uh, give to this effort. And there were many
Oh, yes,
because we
yes.
found ourselves working with youth and children in summer camps during the summer. We were there in the years when the civil rights movement was in
Mm.
high gear. So became related to the Mississippi Delta and the tent ministries, where we were able to send books and to give health care and dental care to children in Mississippi. And the church became a an active, involved, loving community, just as Christ had intended for the church to be. And that was just awesome. That was just awesome. And we give God thanks and praise for those 14 families who in October 1963 were a part of the church that was chartered.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Amen. Thank you so much. Um, what is your hope for the future of Maple Park United Methodist Church?
My hope is that they still remain steadfast and involved in social justice, because that is really their beginning. Their beginning was to love God with all their heart, mind, soul, and strength, and to love their neighbor as themselves. And that neighbor was not only those who were in community, but the neighbors around the world and around the country. And my prayer is that they continue this ministry and this love for Christ and see Christ in all that they serve.
Amen. And lastly, please share with us some things about Bishop May, our first pastor.
Well, where do I begin? Felton was a child of God.
Yes.
And not only was he a child of God, but he was holy and bold. For it took a holy and bold person to take on the responsibility of building a church in Maple Park. For we had to get the land, we had to get the people, we had to find housing for ourselves, but God provided. And it is only because of his boldness and his love of God that this came to be. And I am so thankful that I was a part of this ministry as his partner. He was an innovator. He was an activist. He was a person that thought that all persons were children of God and that all people deserved justice and mercy and kindness and love. And he believed strongly that the world could become one if they came to know the living God through Jesus the Christ. That's who he was. That was his desire, to be a child of God, to do his will, and to instill in others the love of Christ through serving others.
That is so beautiful and so true. I want to thank you so much. Thank you. It has been an honor. It has been a pleasure talking with you, Mrs. May.
Well, thank you, and thank all of those who are a part of Maple Park Church for your love and your nurture. For it was you who set us on a path to do all of the ministry that we were allowed to do over the 53 years that God gave us to be together. And we are so very grateful.
Thank you so much.
May God bless you all. May God bless you all. And remember always to stay in love with God.
Thank you, and God bless you as well and your family.
Thank you.